as like there's something that is wrong that needs fixing. No, like it's already right. And not because I've worked on this or anything. Like everybody is right, you know, as they are. Like you already are worthy, and you don't need to do anything to be worthy.
Yeah, because like I said, I feel like you're a good person. You have worked a lot on yourself to just like even like little things that you might not have liked about yourself, or that you wanted to tweak, or whatever, you wanted to learn more about a certain thing. I think that you've done a lot of that to get there.
Welcome to the Limitless Tribe, where two badass women build businesses, chase dreams, and keep it way too real. I'm Kat.
And I'm Mel. We're the founders of Powerhouse Admins and the Limitless Tribe, and we're inviting you into the messy middle, the mindset shifts, and the CEO glow-ups we never see coming.
Now let's get into it. Hi ladies, today we're going to talk about, unpopular opinions about self-improvement. So let's talk about self-improvement and what it is.
Yeah, because I think a lot of times it does feel like pressure because we're constantly trying to improve ourselves with everything that we're doing.
Yes, I feel like I'm equally obsessed and it's like air and I need it to breathe, and I'm annoyed and it feels like work that won't stop.
Yeah, I think you're on one whole other extreme though. I feel like I practice self-improvement, but just not as much as you. Like I feel like you're always looking for something.
I feel like I'm always like tweaking.
Yeah.
Okay, this little thing, and I've been doing it for like as long as I can remember, and from what I remember, the earliest I can remember is like 18.
I was gonna ask you, for me, I read like a self-help book, then I'll read maybe 2 regular like fun books, and then I'll go to another self-help book. But I feel like you are like self-help.
Yeah, I've tried it.
Okay.
But I don't, it only worked once. I only did it once.
Yeah.
So I did do that, but I don't even, like when I was younger, I liked those kind of books, right? That was like my genre. And there was this author that I used to really love. His name was Eric Jerome Dickey. And now, I don't know, it's not like I'll read some, my daughter likes like that genre of like fiction, romance,
Yeah.
So we share like an account, and she has her books, and sometimes I'm like, okay, this one looks interesting and it's good.
Yeah, I like smut.
But smut.
Yeah.
But I ended up with the Colleen Hoover book that I didn't like.
Oh, I like her, but it depends on some of the books are hit or miss as always.
Well, it was only one. It was the one of It Ends With Us.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I did like that book, but it was intense.
I don't want to read about physical abuse. Like I don't allow it into my life. I don't know. I didn't like it. So I have tried, and I had the idea, but I didn't stay consistent with it. And I have to do audiobooks because I'm not often like in a place where I could read, So my daughter gave me a book. It's called Wedding People. It's pretty good so far, the start, but it is a physical book. But I'm like halfway through the book.
No.
And then I have ADD.
Do you like it or?
Yeah, I liked it, and when I was in the
I was gonna say, do you recommend? Because I like a good recommendation.
So far, yes, but also she's given me 2 books, and the first one was great, The Midnight Library. We're on a book tangent.
Ooh, okay, now I need to read that.
That one I told you and your daughter, it's such a great book. Midnight Library was amazing, and then this one, it's good so far. But in both books, the girls want to commit suicide.
Whew.
So I'm like, do all of them have to start like this? Like, can I have just I just want a happy book. And the first one, Midnight Library, it ends happy. It's an amazing book. But this other one is just there. And then I have an audiobook half started. Like everything is half. I have not finished. But back to the self-development. Yes, it becomes, what I really want to read is that. So then I don't make room for other stuff.
Yeah.
And
so it becomes exhausting instead of at one point, I know you're trying to improve your life, right? And I think that's a great thing, but at a certain point it probably just gets tiring.
Yeah, I feel like I need a break.
Yeah.
And let me tell you one more thing about self-development. To me, and I don't know where I got this from, I feel like I got it from somewhere, but I feel like the way you get closer to God is when you become a better person, for me, right? So that's my way of getting close to God. I just try to become a better person and try to fix things about myself that aren't good qualities, or
just constantly improving.
Yes, because and I kind of believe in other lives, so and I feel like it's levels. So to me, I'm trying to get to my peak level of human, of being a person by the end of this life, so that I can start the next one.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this. So The belief is that whatever you don't fix in this lifetime, you're going to carry into your next lifetime and then have to fix it then. You're going to continue that.
Yeah.
So you'd rather fix it in this lifetime and have something else the next one.
Yes. Learn it. Not so much fix, but like learn the lessons, right?
Yeah.
You fix them after you've learned the lesson. So yeah, I think that. And then I think like you become more zen and you become a better person and you become more forgiving and all these qualities, like you are closer to like God, the universe and the energy and all that because you are in that better
state. Yeah.
So that's my motivation.
That's a lot. I feel like
a little pressure.
Yeah, it's like that's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. Like I got to make sure that I get this down in this lifetime. So in my next lifetime, it's something else. And so it's a lot of work that you know, because even if you don't have a lot, like you're good. I feel like you have it's not like you have things that are wrong that you're trying to. Like, I feel like you're good. But you're still always just trying to improve even on the good. Like you're like, trying to make that even better.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's a lot.
I feel like if I died how I am right now, I would feel good that I was a good person. But I'm really self-aware, so I know all the little things. So I'm still trying to like improve those. Yeah. And it's everything, like, habits and, even the ADD stuff. Like I'm very controlled of it because I've been dealing with it for a long time. And so like, there's just so many categories and it never ends, which is, part of the beauty of it, but also.
Yeah, giving yourself a break to like enjoy other things and then go back to the self-improvement a little later. So it's not so tiring.
So if you have too many habits, and all these things without the clarity, you're not really getting anywhere and it can become overwhelming, right? So I think one of the things I'm trying to change here is I tie self-improvement to fixing.
Okay.
And that's wrong. I just don't know how to disconnect it because it's been so long that it takes me longer to like fix it. But I don't need to fix myself. I'm perfect as I am and I am worthy as I am and nothing needs to change. And
I feel like it shouldn't feel like you're trying to constantly keep up with all of this.
It's like there's something that is wrong that needs fixing. No, like it's already right. And not because I've worked on this or anything. Like everybody is right, as they are. Like you already are worthy and you don't need to do anything to be worthy. So I don't know, like I think I'm connecting that like to worthiness or to and to fixing, which then makes you feel like you're broken or you're wrong.
Because like I said, I feel like you're a good person. You have worked a lot on yourself to just like even like little things that you might not have liked about yourself or that you wanted to tweak or whatever, you wanted to learn more about a certain thing. I think that you've done a lot of that to get there. So you can kind of take a deep breath and take a step back. Like you don't need to put so much pressure on yourself.
Just don't know how to take it off. I'm trying to work on that. And it's also a lot of categories, right? Because and I think this applies to a lot of people. Like we're trying to, like the memes say, like we're trying to drink more water and do more exercise and be more present for so many people and be there for yourself and have alone time and have self-care time and have
it's like you want to pick one and not pick 700 to do at the same time. But I will say it is good to have a friend like Cathy who is constantly telling you about different things that like, oh, this podcast just came out and they talk about this self-development or improvement. Maybe you want to listen to it or we can all and like she's constantly, so even if it's not something that I do right now, I always have like a list of different things that I know that I can go back to and I'm like, oh, now I want to work on myself. Okay, well, Cathy sent me this like 3 months ago. Let me look at this or let me read this or listen to it or whatever. So get yourself a friend.
Or get yourself the friend that will help you not do that stuff so you can balance,
Exactly. You need both sides.
Yes. And the thing with that is like, I don't know how to balance it because that's also where this podcast came from because I genuinely enjoy like learning about that stuff. I find it so interesting. And so I don't think it's necessarily like the learning about it. I think it's my mindset that's with it. Like that it's tied to like fixing versus.
That if you don't do these things, like if you don't keep working on it, like.
Or that I need to do all the things, maybe I just like researching it and I can apply it when it feels right, but I really like people who do research about, like my daughter's getting into psychology. She doesn't like the research side of it, but I would have loved to learn about illnesses and what causes it and how to work with it and how does it feel like. So with this, I'm genuinely really curious about that stuff. So I like to learn about it and I like to share. That's why we started the podcast. It's just disconnecting like the meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Not making it fun that I like to.
Yeah. And not like a job.
Yeah.
That you have to do.
Yeah. Whenever you notice these things about yourself, if something doesn't feel right or it doesn't feel like it's something you need right now, it's perfectly okay to pause, to take a break. I know if you've seen our previous episodes, we're trying to bring in more fun into our life. So, not because of the self-development, for different reasons, but...
And we had a great day on Monday. We went and rode these electronic dinosaurs at the mall, which was a lot of fun. We did a carousel ride. We got a massage. It was a great day. I left and I felt very like light.
Yes, it was.
It was nice.
And it was so cute. It's like in a mall and it's these little dinosaurs like this big and we just go around and it was super cute.
It was fun. It was carefree.
Yeah, it
felt
was
good.
So, see what things are bringing you stress that you're able to remove in your life and remove things that don't fit. Maybe there's things you're doing because somebody else expects them from you, but it's not required. And really kind of minimize your life, almost like decluttering.
Yeah, because just because those things are good, like obviously self-improvement, right? And working on yourself is a good thing. It's not a bad thing to do. But it doesn't always feel right at the moment, and some things just don't feel right. It doesn't mean it's really meant for you at that time. You can kind of move on, take a break, come back to it later if it's something that you really want to do.
So you want to really focus on the consistency over perfection. So there are unlimited methods and unlimited things to learn when it comes to self-development, and it's probable or very likely that I'm not going to learn or apply all of them.
Yeah.
So letting go of that stress of wanting to do all of these things and that perfection goal, and just have fun with it and be consistent with it, but don't bring the stress along with it. Just have fun with it.
Little by little, as long as you can get things done, that's better than trying for perfection all the time.
Yeah, the perfection is what gets you in anything, it just sets you up to fail. So let go of the idea that you need to do everything.
Because you don't.
Yes. And let go of the idea that you need to fix yourselves, because you don't. You're great as you are.
Exactly. And if there is like an area that you really do need to work on, you can work on it and like take it over time. It doesn't have to be something that you need to like go from 0 to 60 right now. Like work on it little by little and, give yourself grace.
And still, I don't know what's the right word to change, but because I do believe you in improving yourself, but I wouldn't use the fix word.
Yeah.
I don't know what the
new... Adjust. There's areas of your life that you want to adjust.
Yeah. So when it comes to growth, try to simplify it. Again, make it fun and don't overthink it.
Yeah, clarity will always outperform the effort that you put into it. Yeah, I think it's just, like I said, giving yourself grace on moments. I know like you could put so much pressure on yourself to kind of always do things and keep moving and keep, trying for that perfectionism, for, that momentum, not losing the momentum, but it can be exhausting and you want to have time for like just the fun. Like I really did Monday was a really enjoyable day. It was a great day because sometimes there's so much going on, even on the weekends. Like you think you're going to relax, you think that you're going to have some me time on the weekend to do other things, and then the weekend turns into a shit show of stuff. And then, so just bringing in that fun every now and then, that carefreeness, or just giving yourself time to, not even do anything crazy, but just relax. It's worth it and it's needed.
So if your growth starts to feel heavy, it's time to simplify it.
I think that's the most important thing. Just trying to simplify your life, and sometimes that's so hard to do.
Yeah, have you ever seen the show, the movie called The Truman Show?
Yes, where they're watching, right? Yeah.
I sometimes feel like that.
That everyone's watching you?
Yeah.
And that's why you have to keep going.
That's part of it, yeah, which is weird.
That is.
Kind of like at work, how we say we have that feeling like when you're working, like I feel like somebody's watching my productivity.
Yeah. So then you have to be productive. Yes. I have always felt that way though when I work. Like I've always felt like I need to show that I'm doing and that I'm moving things forward, and that I'm constantly, because someone is watching me and they're going to be like, you went to the bathroom. 10 minutes. It took a long time. And even if I would go to the bathroom and spend a long time, I would have to explain why. And I'm like, this is so embarrassing. What's wrong with me? It's that time of the month. What? It is what it is, right? But no, I had to explain it.
Yeah, I feel that way at work. I feel less in life, but I also feel that a little bit like that. Like, you know, I have to try to show up as a good person. And did I say something in a way that wasn't the best way? And like, if everything's being analyzed, but it's really just me analyzing in my head.
Yeah, I feel that way about things that I say. I definitely, like, if I feel like I said something in a harsh way or in an incorrect way, then I have to, like, I overanalyze that part, and then I have to ask other people, like, how do you think that this sounded? Did it sound okay? Should I not have said it that way?
Yeah.
But when it comes to, like, I don't know, other things like the self-improvement stuff, I guess because I like it, but it's not, I don't make it my whole life, like, and I feel like you do.
Yeah, I'm obsessed. I really
which
like
isn't
it.
Again, it's not a bad thing, right? Because you're constantly working on yourself, and you're a great person, and you do a lot of good things, right? And just like, you're always learning something, so it is a good thing. I don't want to make it seem like it's something bad, because it's not, but it is exhausting and it's tiring, and you just need a break sometimes from it.
So
because I feel like you're always learning, and sometimes learning is exhausting.
I know, it is.
You know, like, you go to school, and like even at school, right? You have like spring break, winter break, you have a summer break. I feel like you don't give yourself a break then. You know?
I agree.
So.
Yeah, I do think it's the learning.
Yeah.
That makes it feel like too much. And for example, like when you were like, "Oh, you're a good person," and in my head, I'm like, I don't even do community service.
Your community service is like telling Erica and I the things that you've learned and that we can implement into our lives. There you go. Now you feel better.
A little bit. The back of my head, I'm like, are you really? I mean, you're not showing up there doing community service. It's on my list of things to do.
I don't think you need to add more to the list. I think you need to add less to the list. We need to delist.
Yeah. I do need to take a break. So I'm going to apply the book thing. And we're doing a course too. Like, so like, it's like...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of things at once. It's like we're doing this course, right? And then it's like a 14-week course. It takes a little while because we have lives too. Yeah. There's a lot going on. So like, we're in this course, but then during the course, there's another course. So it's like, you have a 14-week course that you take, right? That's taking us a little bit longer to get through because we have things, work and life things. But then all of a sudden, Cathy's like, now there's a 3-day course on top of the 14-week course, so let's implement that one. But you know, it looked good. So then we're all like, okay, we'll do that too. So now it's like fitting the 3-day course into the 14-day course. Then you have the gym rent thing. So then it's like the training plus the work. I'm like, whoo.
Yeah. And there's so many that I okay. So there's so many that I don't apply for, right? And there's so many that I do that stay in my inbox that I never join.
No, thank God she doesn't, because I don't know when you would have time.
I really like learning, but it is exhausting. So and like anything, even though learning is good, like just like workouts, right? What if you didn't have time for a friend or a spouse or work because you only worked out?
Yeah.
You know, like you couldn't
need to
pay
have
your bills.
fun
like,
too.
There needs to be like the balance. Like you would still need to work and work out. You would still, have time for family. So like, even though learning is good, it's extreme. Anything extreme is like too much.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna we're already working on adding like more fun and like whimsy, and
I think that's gonna help.
I need to like listen, podcasts. Maybe like I listen to like some other podcasts that are just about nothing.
It could be about gossip. I don't know. I don't know what there else is to listen to on podcasts, but
it's rough because sometimes I don't find it interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. With the podcast, I'm not sure. Like, any podcast that I listen to is usually about like self-development or something like that. But books, I can do more different types of topics. So I would definitely say do that.
I'm gonna try
little by little,
and I will report back. But for you guys, it goes for self-development, but it goes for anything. If it's starting to not feel good,
if it doesn't feel like fun anymore,
and everything is work. So like even with the workouts, it's gonna be work. So there's a certain amount that you understand. But if you're miserable, then maybe it's a time to step back and reanalyze. It's not that you're not going to work out, but is this the right workout? Do I not like the location? Am I doing it for the wrong reasons? Like just reanalyze, because there's things that are the right thing, but maybe how we're going about it isn't the best way.
Exactly.
So this is still something that's always going to be part of my life, but sometimes it doesn't feel good. So then I need to pause and figure out.
Analyze.
Yeah.
Just take a step back. You'll figure it out. So if you related to this episode, if you feel like there are certain parts of your life that are no longer fun, that feel, exhausting, that you need to take a break from, go ahead and do that. You can also share this episode with someone who you think might be going through the same thing. As always, please like, subscribe, share this episode with them or with anyone else that you find would benefit from it. And our next episode will be on things we think about but don't say out loud. As always, your life, your rules. Stay limitless.